What is check truncation? Have you ever wondered how banks and credit unions handle checks so quickly and efficiently? One of the key processes behind this is called check truncation. So, what exactly is check truncation? It is a method used by financial institutions to manage checks more effectively by turning physical checks into digital images during the clearing process. Instead of sending the original paper check from one bank to another, only an electronic image and the relevant data are shared. This change speeds up the clearing process, cuts costs, and enhances security. When you deposit a check at your bank or credit union, the check is scanned using special equipment. This scanner captures the image of the check along with important details like the account number, amount, and signature. After scanning, this information is sent electronically to a central processing location, known as a clearinghouse, where it is verified against the records of the paying bank. If everything checks out, the funds are transferred between accounts. If there is an issue, such as insufficient funds or a suspected forgery, the check can be flagged and returned electronically. The original paper check is usually kept at the bank, where it was deposited for a certain period before being destroyed according to bank policy. The electronic image or a substitute check created from this image is considered legally valid for all banking purposes. This means it can be used for disputes or audits just like the original check. Now let's break down some key terms. A clearinghouse is a central facility where banks and credit unions exchange check information and settle payments. A substitute check is a paper reproduction of the original check created from an electronic image, and it is legally valid. Remote deposit capture is a service that allows customers to deposit checks by taking a picture with their mobile device, which also uses check truncation technology. For banks and credit unions, check truncation has many benefits. It allows for faster processing, often clearing checks within one business day. It also lowers costs by reducing the need to transport physical checks. Additionally, the risk of fraud is minimized since digital images can be analyzed for signs of alteration more easily than paper checks. Plus, using electronic records means less paper waste, which is better for the environment. Check truncation is now a standard part of how banks and credit unions process checks. It supports services like mobile deposits, automated teller machine check scanning, and electronic check presentment. Staff are trained to ensure that checks are processed accurately and securely. Banks also have policies in place for retaining and destroying original checks as required by law. This process also affects check stock, which is the pre-printed paper used for writing checks. While the movement of physical checks is reduced, the quality and security features of check stock remains essential to prevent fraud at the point of creation. In summary, check truncation is a modern banking practice that replaces the physical movement of checks with electronic processing. This system allows banks and credit unions to clear checks faster, more affordably, and with greater security, making it a key component of how financial institutions manage check deposits today.